Your boy Brain Waves. I'm here to give you all an update from the UGA offensive lineman player Warren McClendon, who was involved in the car accident. Remember that took place right after the championship. You all should be familiar with that situation. We're going to talk about this. Conveniently, he does not know or has any information about what's going on. I want to get into that. There is another person, Victoria Bowles. We have not heard from her as well. We're going to talk about all of this. So I'm going to give you all a few minutes to come in here. You know how I do around here. For those of you that are my regulars, for those of you that are new, you're going to find out. I generally give people a few minutes to come in, come to the live chat, see what's going on, see what's what. And then we're going to go ahead and show you all some official information. I don't do clickbaiting around here. I know a lot of people do clickbaiting, but I don't do that around here. So we're going to go ahead and get into that, and we're going to talk about it because there's some things that you all need to know as it relates to the updates. And just as I mentioned in my previous videos, things are playing out exactly like I said it would. Should we be surprised? I don't think so by now. For those of you also that are here, I kindly ask that you subscribe. If you aren't currently subscribed, please hit the notification bell. Make sure all are selected. All right. You don't know how we do around here. Get the likes up if you're here. If you want to hear this content, if you enjoy my content, please go ahead and smash the like button. It's free. Doesn't take but a few seconds to do. All you have to do is hit X on the live chat. If you're in the live chat, hit the like button and then open the live chat right back, and you'll resume pretty much right where you are. All right. So I'm going to give you all, again, just a few moments to come in here, and then we're going to get started. All right. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're here, feel free to let me know in the live chat. All right. Feel free to say hello. Also, I allow people to come on camera as well as have their audio heard if they can't show their video on my show. Okay. Something different that I offer that other content creators in this particular space do not offer. If you ask to be on their show, if you ask, hey, can I come on here and say anything? You're going to get shot down most likely with a no. Same thing with video. But here, I allow people to come on. Just please keep in mind a few house rules. No disrespect, no trolling. This is my show. This is my platform. So I'm at liberty to say what I want and to allow whatever I want to be said here. All right. Just as a reminder, if anyone has a problem with that, they can always go to another particular platform, another particular content creator, or better yet, how about you create a channel of your own? We would love to hear what you have to say as well. All right. Let me go ahead and say morning to the people that are here. Hey, what's up, Sheila? What's going on, Miss Sheila? How you doing? What's up, Nisi? Let me go ahead and put y'all on the screen. What's up, Sheila? What's going on, Nisi? How you doing? Hey, Diana Wood. It's a pleasure to have you here. What's going on, Miss Carol? I'm going to be getting started in just a second. I don't intend for this particular show to be a long one. I do have other shows that I'm going to put out. Just as a reminder, before I get started, we have been halfway through the 2-minute warning, which means that we're going to get started in just a second. For those of you that are here, I'm currently running a discount, okay, on all of my readings and spiritual services, etc., etc. So if you need guidance, again, in love, in career, in finances, spiritual, you don't know what to do, you don't know who or what, all the questions, when, where, why, and how, that's where I come into play. All right. And I'm offering a discount. And I do my appointments via video chat, video recording, phone, and in person in the local Atlanta, Georgia area. So if you're serious about that, please let me know. My schedule generally fills up quickly, especially when I offer discounts. People try to get in. I usually get people in, but please let me know as soon as possible so I can go ahead and schedule things, especially in the manner you would like to have your appointment with me done. All right. Just want to put that out there and let you all know, because I'm a life coach, spiritual master, consultant. I wear many hats. So this is what I do, and I want to let you all know that I'm currently running a discount. All right. Also have another live stream coming up later today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless I decide to start slightly sooner, but it'll probably be 4 p.m. Okay. And you all can also get a chance to partake in that as well. All right. What's up, Sister Love? So we've crossed over that time. What's up, Sweet TK 1342? We put y'all on the screen. What's up, Sister Love? Okay, I don't expect a ton of people to come in here because people probably see it and it's like, yeah, whatever. This is no big deal. But for those of you that are interested in the Devin Willock car crash situation, and we lost him, we lost Chandler LaCroix. She was driving the staff recruiter with the UGA Bulldogs, and then we have 2 survivors, which is Warren McClendon, and then we also have Victoria Bowes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some information on the screen, kind of like that, and we see here the UGA athletic director releases a statement. Okay, this is an updated statement now. This was the last statement. I deliberately waited. It was dated January 24th. We kind of knew about this statement, but more so we just recently heard from Mr. Warren McClendon. Okay, so I'm going to include all of that, but let's take a look at this statement here. What I'm actually going to do is try to play the article. I don't know if there's going to be any ads or anything that pops up, but we're going to play it and let's see what we can get. All right, so take a listen, y'all.
University of Georgia Director of Athletics Josh Brooks released a statement on Tuesday regarding the fatal car crash on January 15th involving 2 UGA offensive linemen and 2 members of the recruitment staff, and the circumstances surrounding the crash. Brooks stated that out of respect for the families of those involved, the athletic department has refrained from making a public statement up to this point. According to the statement, the athletic department is conducting a thorough review of the circumstances surrounding the crash. The vehicle, driven by recruitment staff member Chandler LaCroix, crashed on Barnett Shoals Road at approximately 2:45 a.m. on January 15th. LaCroix, 24, and Devin Willock, 20, were killed in the crash. Warren McClendon, 21, sustained minor injuries and was later released from the hospital. Victoria Bowes, 26, sustained serious injuries in the crash. She is in stable condition according to the most recent update from the UGA Athletic Association. We want the public to know that the athletic department is conducting a thorough review, in coordination with appropriate legal counsel, to fully understand the circumstances surrounding this tragic event. We want to emphasize that these individuals were not engaged in athletic department duties around the time of this incident, Brooks said in the release. The statement comes days after surveillance footage obtained by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution showed Willock and McClendon leaving an Athens club with 2 individuals resembling LaCroix and Bowles around 2:30 a.m., approximately 15 minutes before the crash occurred. Our thoughts and prayers continue to be with the families and friends of all those impacted by this tragic event, Brooks said. According to the statement, the athletic department's review is preliminary, and the department is cooperating with law enforcement officials to determine all of the facts surrounding this tragedy. Brooks stated that himself and Georgia head coach Kirby Smart are reviewing UGA football policies and will take steps to improve any policies or procedures that are determined to require amending at the end of the review.
Next article.
The style.
Okay, so this was essentially all the words of this article. It was just an audio. I decided to play it instead of me saying it, but that's basically what all of this is. Okay, and this is Warren McClendon down here. If y'all don't know, okay? Now, what's interesting here is, wait a minute, what is this? Let me see something here, because I might have just uncovered something, unless this is something different. Okay, so what is up? Okay, C. Okay, I've just uncovered something. I just uncovered something. It gets different. Okay, so let me explain something to y'all. This is where it gets real. What's up, Jordan? I see that you said you haven't followed this story closely. What are some things that don't fit and seem suspicious? Okay, I highly suggest you actually go back and watch my previous video or videos on this because I thoroughly broke all of this down. What doesn't fit and what doesn't make sense. But let me explain something right here that I have to say. And I just discovered something in the midst of doing this that I didn't expect to discover, which just reinforces everything that I've been trying to say and that I've been saying all along. Let me just say this and break this backwards. Y'all seen the thumbnail, right? Conveniently, before I get into this article right here, I want to show y'all something else. Because now everything, it's like more and more confirmation, okay? More and more confirmation just came through. So I got to show y'all something before, and we coming right back to this article. Yes, this was right on time. This article was right on time, y'all. Right on time. Right on time. Okay, so what I'm going to get ready to put on the screen is we're going to actually hear from Warren McClendon. For the first time, he speaks out after the car crash. Okay, y'all know how I do. I've already done extensive research. I've showed y'all the Google Maps. I went through and put all things together. I showed you pictures. So if anyone is trying to figure out about the car crash, I highly suggest you go to that particular video and watch. I'm not going to do all of that here. This is a follow-up and update, but I am going to reference that video, okay? So let's put this on the screen, all right? And so what we're going to hear from, this is Mr. Warren McClendon speaking out after the car crash, okay? So I'm going to play that, and then we're going to get into some things.
We saw you looking on the field around, helmet off, wearing number 77. Just taking a moment in, thinking.
Yeah, just taking it in, just enjoying it, trying to enjoy it. Great opportunity to be out here and just trying to enjoy it.
How have you gone from the mindset of what happened to where you're at now, being out here, being able to play?
It was tough, but I know Devin, if he was out there, if he was still there, he would want me to come out here and give him all.
Mentally, how has it been for you to get through here and then maybe come out and play knowing, the circumstances?
It's been tough at points, but, just taking it day by day and trying to get through.
What's been the brightest spot for you being here at the Senior Bowl, obviously being able to go out and play again, but what have you relished being out here in this moment?
Really just being around the guy, have some teammates out here. Just good seeing them again. Just making new connections with, the scouts and the new players from other teams. But just making good connections.
And I say this with respect. What do you remember from that night?
Really nice. When the wreck happened, I kind of got knocked down.
And then you made your way to the hospital. The ambulance got in another accident. Do you remember anything from?
Yeah. Actually, I do remember that. It was just a little bump when I was like that.
I asked for clarity. Were you guys on your way? How do you want everyone out there around the world to remember Devin?
They were both hard workers, and they both were goofy. They wanted to make you laugh, They always, were a light in the room in the dark. So every time you were down, they always made me laugh. So.
And then how do you process where you were just 15 days ago to hear with new teammates, new friends, trying to prepare for the NFL draft?
Just taking it day by day, like I said. Some days it's tough, some days it's easier, but just taking it day by day.
Somehow you came to the conclusion of wearing 77. I know Devin meant a lot to you, but what made you want to do that this weekend?
Really, it was kind of just a no-brainer, Once, after everything happened, I was like, I got it. From my brother, my roommate, I had to do it.
How important is the therapy?
I think it's very helpful. At first, I really didn't. I was trying to kind of push away from it, but it's helpful.
It's not your decision. Let's make it a little easier knowing you got
Molly Middleton, we gotta get bud. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Okay, I want y'all to hear something. I think it was around here.
When the wreck happened, I kind of got knocked down.
So he said he got knocked out and he don't remember too much.
When the wreck happened, I kind of got knocked down.
And then you made your way to the hospital. The ambulance got in another accident. Do you remember anything from?
Yeah. Actually, I do remember that. It was just a little bump when I was like that.
So, y'all, okay. So conveniently, he was in stable condition when the original accident occurred, and he didn't remember anything. Now, if y'all go back, this is on record. I told you that this was what was going to come about. I said one or two things. I said either Warren McClendon and Miss Victoria Bowles is the other occupant in the vehicle that survived. And I said one or two things. Now, they said Mr. Warren McClendon was in stable condition. So I said he's probably going to come out and not say anything about it. So what we got him is he's conveniently having amnesia about the situation. Okay, he's been in stable condition, but he just conveniently blanked out and don't remember nothing. Okay, and then number two, with Miss Victoria Bowles, she is now currently in stable condition. She was in critical condition. But watch, somebody, mark my words, put this on record. Brainwave said it just like I said it in my previous videos. I said what was going to happen with her was either she wasn't going to pull through, or she's going to pull through, which she's in stable condition. So it looks like she's pulling through, and they're going to silence her. She will conveniently have amnesia and not know what happened. She'll probably say something, oh, I don't know, I was dazed, or it all happened so quick. It's always going to be some excuse that basically does not give us the picture of what really took place. Okay, and I told y'all that this is what was going to happen. I told y'all, I'm going to say it one more time. I told y'all this is what was going to happen. And this is how it plays out with sacrifices. Okay, they got Devin Wheelock. I've done the video. I showed how his mama tried to sacrifice him. I've showed you all the connection on what happened where their first son got deleted via a car crash. Okay, I said it, I put it out there, I put it all together. Here we go. This is proof to back up what I be saying, be on point. Okay, so conveniently, we're not going to get anything from him. And I guarantee you, I freaking guarantee y'all, I'll put some money on it. I'll guarantee y'all that when Miss Victoria Bowles comes out, she's not going to know anything either. Okay, which reinforces the narrative. Everybody usually goes silent when a sacrifice takes place. You usually don't hear nothing from family, from friends. You know, this is the same thing that they pay people off. They got endless amounts of money. They can do that. Resources. Here, I give you a little bit here. I give you here. We'll make this happen for you. We'll open this door. Da-da-da. You keep your mouth closed, your career. Hey, we'll boost you for your career, but staying silent. Like I said, all of a sudden, Warren McClendon, he's back out on the field. As y'all can see, he already played. And this is why I wanted to show this to you all. He's already back on the field playing. Talking about meeting new players, and you know, his career is on the up and up because he's keeping his mouth shut. He's playing the game. You know, and it was so convenient to say, oh, I just don't know. And then what makes matters worse here is I'm about to pull up this article that I just came across that I didn't even notice at first. Okay, which is insane. Check this out, y'all. See, this is not going to be a big one here. This is not going to be a big, like, everyone coming here going to be interested in this unless they're just interested in this situation. But I told y'all I do updates. Okay? So what's convenient here is this article says the ambulance carrying Warren McClendon was involved in a minor collision in downtown Athens. Now, obviously, this was dated back on January 23rd as far as the, I guess, the original release date, and then it was updated January 29th. You know, basically, you know, 2 days ago or so. So, I find that this is ironic that it says the ambulance carrying the injured University of Georgia offensive lineman Warren McClendon was struck by a drunk driver in downtown Athens on January 15 while en route to the hospital after the fatal car crash that resulted in the deletion of Devin Wheelock and Chandler LaCroix. Okay, so isn't this ironic that he survived? Remember, he was in stable condition. And then they originally tried to delete him. Because, come on now, you already have this questionable car crash. And then the ambulance right there, I showed y'all the roads, I showed y'all the streets. I could pull it back up and show you again. It does not make sense that this ambulance all of a sudden gets into another crash. That sounds like they was trying to take him out and possibly Victoria Bowles. But I've been telling y'all lately, especially this year, a lot of these deletions have been going wrong. They haven't been working. People been surviving. See, it's a whole nother scenario going on. So since he survived, they told him while he was in the hospital, I guarantee you keep your mouth shut. You can still play. You still good. Don't say nothing. Don't tell nobody what's going on. This is what they do. Okay? How in the world is this ambulance going to get on the way? I mean, come on, y'all. When do y'all hear about somebody? Please make it make sense. Someone please come in the chat and tell me, when have you heard when an ambulance responds to a scene, okay, and they pick up the injured victims or whatever, victim or victims, singular or plural, right? And then they get into an accident on the way. I'm not saying it cannot occur. Obviously, we have common sense here. Accidents can occur, but I find it extremely suspicious. Okay, like the odds of that with the sirens. You got to think, y'all, it's in the middle of the night. They said the accident, the original one, took place at 2:45 a.m. The roads are empty. I showed y'all it's downtown Athens. Everybody done playing. Everybody else cleared out. And I can pull up the Google Maps and show you where they are. It just don't make sense. I'm not saying it can't take place, but it doesn't make sense. I've been there so many times myself. I know what the roads look like. I know what the streets look like. It's not too far from where I'm at. I can get there easily under an hour. With traffic. It does not make any sense, okay? That all of a sudden, conveniently, a drunk driver. So what I want to know is, who is this drunk driver? Is there any follow-ups? See, they said the minor collision occurred at approximately 3:40 a.m. See, this is what I'm talking about. So they said it took place at Oconee Street and Thompson Street. I want to look at this. I want to see something real quick. They playing around. They messing with the wrong one. They over here playing around. We about to take a look at this. All right, y'all, check out the screen. We here in downtown Athens. We're here in downtown Athens. I have been here so many times. This is where they said everything took place. It said, just in case y'all need to see it again, it says Oconee Street and Thomas Street. Okay, and then it says that when the UGA police department responded to the crash, they said a car was found with its rear bumper touching the front of the ambulance. So I guess it was just a bump, but still, I just want to look at this intersection. Let's go back. So y'all know me, I'm gonna pull everything up. I want y'all to see how wide smack. There's no obstruction here with this intersection. It's a pretty wide open intersection. Okay, it's pretty wide smack open. And they said they were traveling on Oconee Street. Okay. So obviously they were, I wonder were they coming this direction? They must have been coming like straight across going this way, the way that it looks. I don't know. Either way, we're just checking out the intersection. It looks pretty open. I'm not saying someone couldn't, okay, obviously it wasn't a huge collision. So the other drunk driver must have not have been like, I don't know, must have not been flying too fast. I don't know. It just sounds suspect when you got, it's in the middle of the night. It's 3:40. You got sirens blaring. Okay, it's all after everything. I don't know. Something just sounds very suspect. Something sound very suspect. I want to see something here. It sounds very suspect. I want to see where exactly, if it's landmark. Let me see where they said. Okay, so there was a driver that was charged as a 21-year-old, a young man was charged with DUI. Okay, they said his alcohol was 0.175. I don't know. It's just the odds are so convenient. I'm not saying it couldn't happen. Obviously, people were partying, people were doing a lot of stuff, and I know how they get down in UGA, but it's just, it don't make sense to me, y'all. Looking at the intersection, you have an ambulance blaring with sirens, all this stuff, and then all of a sudden they just, I just. So look at what it says. According to the report, okay, check this out, y'all. We'll come back to that. According to the report, the driver of the car told officers that he was experiencing mechanical issues while traveling northbound on Oconee Street and turned the vehicle off and back on while stopped at a red light. The driver placed the vehicle back into drive and began to roll backwards, striking the ambulance. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It don't make sense to me. This is not something that occurs, and I have not really heard of this occurring. I'm not saying it can't occur. Anything's possible, but I just find it extremely weird. I find it extremely weird. Okay, I want y'all to see how close the hospital is. Okay, we just gonna look and we're gonna see how close it is. We're talking about less than 2 miles. Okay, do you see this? 1.9, 1.8, 1.9 miles. It's less than 2 miles from here. They were right there by the hospital. Okay, if they were coming this way, see, here's Oconee Street right here. And this is, South Thomas. I don't know which way that they were planning on going. I don't know if they were planning on going this way and then turning, or I don't know if they were planning on going this way and then making a turn. But they were right down the street from the hospital. Wow, look what Patriot Chick said. Look, see, okay, look what Patriot Chick said. She says, put it in drive and roll backwards. Oh, so do we have an issue? I didn't even catch that. Wow. Okay. And we're talking about an automatic here. We're not talking about a 6-speed. See, you know what? Somebody making sense. We caught them slipping. We haven't caught them slipping. We have caught them slipping. Okay, so it doesn't make sense. This story, see, right off the bat, it doesn't make sense. They're saying that this is what the officers are reporting that the driver said. He was experiencing mechanical issues. Okay, maybe he was. While traveling northbound on Oconee Street. Maybe he was. Then he turned the vehicle off and then back on while stopped at a light. The driver placed the vehicle back into drive and then it began to roll backwards. You mean he put it in neutral and it began to roll backwards? You mean he put it in reverse? They slipped up on that one. We're talking about an automatic. I could see if it was a manual. We're talking about, yeah, he tried to put it in gear. He tried to, step on the clutch, go into first gear, hold the clutch. Maybe the clutch was acting up or something like that. It rolled. I get it. But you put it in drive. If the vehicle wasn't working, you put it in drive, it ain't going to go backwards. It's an automatic. Even if the transmission, man, come on, y'all, make it make sense. Even if the transmission is screwed up from the hip, it's not going to roll backwards. It ain't going to go anywhere. If anything, they'll just sit there. And then I want to look. Let me go back. Let me go back real quick. Let me just. Let me just do something real quick here. Let me just do something here, y'all. Because they said that he was traveling northbound on Oconee Street. I want to look at this. Okay, this is what I want to say. Can somebody tell me, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. So I need y'all in the live chat to make this clear for me. Okay, this looks like Oconee Street. Okay, so this is Oconee Street. I just want to make sure. I'm just trying to see something here, y'all. Okay, so obviously it starts to change the name. I'm assuming he was traveling. He had to have been traveling in this direction on Oconee Street. Okay, he had to have been going this way to the intersection. Like he had to have been going this way. They said he was traveling northbound. Look, they're the police right there. They go the sheriff right there. So this must have been the hill that he rolled backwards in. But my thing is, even if it still looks pretty flat though. Like there is a slight hill here, but here's what I don't understand. You mean to tell me his brakes don't work? Like even if he rolled backwards here. Okay, you see what I'm trying to say? You mean to tell me he didn't have brakes? He knew his vehicle wasn't working. Somebody make it make sense. If you put it in drive, right? Think about it. You put your vehicle in drive and it's not going anywhere. And it starts, you're gonna, like, your foot should be on the brake anyway while you shifting. You see what I'm saying? Like your foot is going to be on the brake pedal while you're shifting into drive. They said he turned the car on, you know, after shutting it off, and then he tried to put it back into drive. So when you first crank it up, it's got to be in park. Your foot's on the brake to be able to shift the gear, to move the gear shifter and move it back. It don't make sense. And then even if he rolled, this don't look like no super steep hill. Like he had to been rolling. And the thing is, you didn't step on the brakes. See, it don't make sense, y'all. It does not make sense. It does not make sense. Okay, he might have been drunk. I don't know, whatever, but it doesn't make sense. It just seemed like, if anything, they trying to cover up the story, just like I've already debunked a lot of things with the original accident that doesn't make sense. Okay? I already debunked a lot of stuff that didn't make sense. But here they go again, and I find it convenient that it just so happens to be the ambulance that contains Mr. Warren McClendon and Miss Victoria Bowles. Both witnesses to what really happened. Both could speak out. And it was almost like this, like, okay, well, let's try to take them out. Because this is what they be doing, y'all. And I told you, the 4 ways that they try to take people out is vehicle accidents, overdoses, pew, pew, shots. Okay? And then the famous cancers and cardiac arrests. Awesome. Like this here, I'm telling you, we got it right here. We caught them slipping. We caught them slipping. Like I said, it looked pretty flat. It's no crazy hill. There's a slight decline or incline here, but it wasn't like he was down here. Because where did they say he was? They said, let me go back and look at this article. Okay, so y'all look at the article. They said that he was stopped at a red light. He stopped at the red light. He wasn't on the road further back. He was at the red light. This is what they're telling us. Okay? So if we go back here, this is Oconee Street. This is southbound, and we're going to turn this way. This is northbound. Y'all, this is stopped at the red light right here where this blue Accord is, this Honda Accord is. This is stopped at the red light. It's flat as all get out up here. There's the red light here. This is stopped. Okay, and it don't make sense to me. If also what doesn't make sense, why would an ambulance, if they got their lights on, they coming up the road? You see what I'm saying? Why would the ambulance, they're coming up the road. If there was traffic, the ambulance would be going around this individual. They're not going to sit there. If he's sitting here and he can't move, they're going to come over here into this oncoming lane and go around, like, let's say this blue Accord was that individual. They're going to go around him and go here in the intersection and keep going. Come on, y'all. Somebody make it make sense. They're not going to sit there and wait. Like, oh, gee golly, like as if they're just driving up the road. No, they come up here and they see a car stop and that car's not moving. That's why they have the lights on. They're going to assume that this car stopped to let the ambulance come up the road, come over here in the oncoming lane, as I mentioned. Sorry, y'all. And come around and go through the intersection like they normally do. Somebody please make it make sense. Do you see what I'm trying to say here? And this is how I debunk all of this. Yeah, like an ambulance, exactly, Jordan, exactly. Ambulance does not do this. This is another false flag. It doesn't make sense. And this is what I tell you, you see all the time with sacrifices. Y'all want to say, brainwaves, how do you know it's a sacrifice? Because their narrative never makes sense. It never makes sense. I repeat, it never makes sense. But guess what? The sheeple, the masses, most people that are asleep, people that don't want to hear, they'll fall for it, eat it up all day long. We're looking at the intersection here, and we already shown it. I've already debunked the original accident in the first place. This sounds like a potential attempt to try to delay maybe Victoria Bowles from making it, maybe even Warren McClendon from making it to the hospital in time so that they don't, maybe perhaps survive. Okay? Yeah, they're covering up a lot. And then ironically, what's up, Sergeant King? Ironically, I didn't even talk about Stinson Bennett's, drunk arrest. And it's not the first time that Stinson Bennett has, had issues with alcohol. I got to do an update on that too. I haven't forgot about it. I just been sitting back and saying, I wonder if they're going to say something. So I'm just trying to tell y'all, this is more proof that they tried to take my man out, Mr. Warren McClendon, and take Miss Victoria Bowles out. More proof. More proof. When we take a look at this, see, they don't think people are going to look into these things, but I do. Okay? So I'm pretty much going to get out of here. I just kind of wanted to let you all know, conveniently, Mr. Warren McClendon has amnesia about what happened, and I guarantee y'all, you heard it first here. You heard it second, because I said it before with the original footage. But you're hearing me say this again. We're not going to hear a peep out of Miss Victoria Bowles. And if she somehow speaks or issues a statement, she's going to say something the same thing. It all happened so fast. I just don't... I don't remember. I don't know. I really, everything was fine 1 minute and the next minute it wasn't. And I just don't know what happened. That's what you're going to hear. Watch. And that's if we hear anything from Miss Victoria Bowles, because she is in stable condition. So let's see if we hear anything. But I guarantee you that's what they're going to say. They're going to give us some, no one knows what happened. They're still investigating. No one knows. No, y'all know. Y'all trying to figure out how to keep it covered up. And the same thing. See? Yeah, he's back on the field. He already out there playing. It don't make sense, y'all, other than what I said it is. And remember, we had Quavo involved, the connection. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is what be going on. This is what be going on. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad and it's messed up. But this is what goes on. Okay? So, y'all, stay tuned for any updates. I didn't intend for this to be too long. I pretty much debunked it already. I showed y'all the road. I showed y'all the street. We caught them in a lie, a convenient lie in the article about actually what happened. And then we look at it and it doesn't make any sense when you actually start to think about it. But see, they don't think that people are going to think. And guess what? Most people don't think because most people are asleep. When you are asleep, your conscious is not thinking. Your conscious is not active. Your subconscious becomes active. See, I'm a spiritual master, and I got to break this down from a spiritual perspective. So when you sleep, you ain't consciously putting stuff together. You're just not, okay? Your subconscious is going. So for the masses, most of them are asleep. The sheeple. So they're not going to put all this together because they are asleep. Their conscious is shut off to all of this. That's the whole point of saying, hey, is someone conscious? Is someone woke? Spiritual awakenings, all this stuff. Right? That's the reason why we say that. Stay woke. Okay? But most people are asleep, so they're going to believe the narrative. Oh, my goodness. This is crazy, y'all. This just reinforces the narrative. But like I said, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. So stay tuned for any updates. I have to talk about Stinson Bennett as well. I have a lot to talk about. There has been some deletions as well. I got to talk about them. There's a lot that I have to talk about. All right. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure because he was talking about his he was talking about meeting new players and all this stuff. I'm pretty sure he's set. He's set. And now he's wearing number 77. His jersey was 70. Now he's wearing number 77. He's wearing the jersey of Devin Willock. So y'all see how this works? That's 3 sevens. Somebody break it down. That's 3 sevens, which is supposed to be the number of God. Because his jersey number was 70. The 0 falls off in 70. So we're left with 1 7. And then he puts on Devin Willock's jersey, 77. So that's 3 sevens lined up together. I'm just telling y'all, man, they're being exposed. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm getting out of here. I thank you all for your time, for your energy. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. It's free and it takes absolutely no time, no effort. For those of you that don't know and you're here with me, I am a life coach. I'm a consultant. I'm a spiritual master. I guide people with their money, with their career, with love, with finance, business, spirituality. I do a whole host of services. I'm running a discount. Okay? So if there's something, you have a question that you can't figure out and you need divine guidance on, godly guidance, not no wicked guidance, come holler at your boy. Check out the description box. Go to brainwaves.com. Again, I'm running a discount right now. I do it via video chat, video recordings, phone, and in person in the local Atlanta, Georgia area. All right. My schedule usually fills up quickly. So if you are serious, please let me know so I can get you scheduled ASAP and answer your questions and concerns and et cetera, without you having to wait too long. I generally get people in, but again, my schedule does fill up and I want to get you when you want to have your answers delivered to you. Okay. So just want to let y'all know that I'll be back. I have also a live stream today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I will be answering questions. Just saying. Just want to put that out there so y'all know what time it is, okay? So, y'all, once again, thank you. Please get the likes up. Please subscribe if you're new. There's going to be more coming out. I didn't expect a lot of people to come here, but I guarantee you if they start putting 2 and 2 together, they'll be back. They'll see what's up with this video. All right, y'all. So I'm out. Love y'all. Until a little bit later, I'm going to send you all away as I always do. With love, with blessings, and with life.